Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hey Pile Ones, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. We're tapping into what your person wants, like what is their intentions, and then what are the actions that they're more than likely going to take. So what do they want, okay? Just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, you can take it, run with it, do whatever you want. If it's not resonating, or if just something isn't resonating, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever might be resonating for. I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below for booking details. There are a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25. All right, you guys, so go check them out. 25 USD. Let's see. So the overall energy, you guys were drawn to the Labradorite elephant. And then the overall energy of what they're wanting. So we have the North Node here, but it's being characterized by the World. And so let's see, we have the World. It also says karmic path / destiny, lessons we need to learn or lessons we came to learn, spiritual growth path, key to fulfillment, fear of the unknown. And then we also have the card here that says player. All right, it says playing the field, refusing to commit, grass is greener, syndrome. We'll see how this is panning out. Let's look. Let's find out what, let's see, Pile 1's person. What are you wanting with Pile 1 in this connection? The fact that, okay, so real quick, is a little bit of an astrology lesson for those of you that aren't, you know, that might just be beginners, or you don't know, right? So there's the North Node and the South Node, and then the South Node is all about, you know, what we're comfortable with, comfort zones and stuff like that. North Nodes, on the other hand, that has to do with, again, like our destiny, what we're here to learn. So anytime you look in your chart, you want to know what this lifetime, what you're supposed to be doing with this lifetime, go check your North Node, okay? A lot of the times, you know, North Node things for us are going to feel very out of the box, like very uncomfortable. We're going to feel like a fish out of water doing those things, right? Because they're attributes and aspects of ourselves we're supposed to be developing, okay? And then South Node, you know, those are things that we've spent many years developing. You know, that's our element. You know, anytime we're doing South Node things, we're in our element. We've been doing it, right? So the fact that we have North Node here, and then we also have Player, this is kind of giving me the energy of what your person is wanting from this connection. Because like the Player energy is giving me South Node vibes. Like this is maybe where your person feels comfortable. They feel comfortable playing the field. They you know, they feel comfortable not committing, keeping things open-ended, you know, having the freedom to come and go as they please. And so there might be something here about maybe challenging the way something, it feels like something changed, like what your person is wanting is something to change. And so we'll see what direction that's going in. Either they're wanting to, you know, shift into more of an energy where they're wanting a more open-ended relationship, or they're wanting to shift the energy out of that. Okay, we'll find out. What are you wanting with pile 1, please? Pile 1's person, what do you want from pile 1 in this connection? We're going to do one more shuffle. What do you want from pile 1 in this connection? Yeah, okay. What do you want from pile 1 in this connection? We're going to get 3. I trust you. Okay, so they do trust you, or they want to trust you. Because we're talking about what they want. What do you want with pile 3 in this connection? 1. What do you want with pile 1? Sorry. Stalling to avoid taking action. They're feeling pressed, okay? They're feeling pressed. Okay, so what's coming through for what they're wanting, okay? This is kind of just like an aside. At the bottom of the deck, we have haunted by the past. So what they're wanting, pile 1, is they want to trust you. So that would be North Node stuff, right? Because maybe they have a problem trusting people, just trusted overall because of something that may have happened in their past. And you know, that could be in general. It could be a past that involves you guys. You know, maybe they're having a hard time trusting you because of what you guys have gone through together. Or it could just be open-ended, like they just have a hard time trusting, period. They've got trust issues, right, because of things that they've experienced in the past. And so what they're wanting, it's like they want to trust you. They want to know that you love them, and they want to trust that you love them, right? And it does feel like they're stuck in a comfort zone, because it says I'm stalling to avoid taking action, and that's coming up as them wanting. They want to continue, or they want to stall to avoid taking some kind of an action, okay? So there's definitely an inner struggle going on with your person right now when it comes to you in the connection, pile 1, because it almost feels like, okay, like the North Node would be them, you know, wanting maybe to commit to you, wanting something more serious or more stable, more organized in this connection, more consistent, right? But South Node them is like they're used to just coming and going as they please and not having to answer to anybody, and they're used to being single. They're not used to, you know, being coupled up, or it's been so long. It's that kind of an energy. Yeah, it's an inner struggle. They want to be there for you and to be more of an integral part of, or they want to be more engaged. They want to be more involved with you in this connection. And there's a lot at play here with, you know, that goes against basically that's them being out of their comfort zone, right? Because they're used to being the exact opposite of that. Let's see. Tell me more. What do you want with pile 1 in this connection? Look at that. We have addiction, we have heartbreak, and then we also have wedding rings, okay? This feels like them. They want to get over what I'm hearing is they want to get over the addiction to the past. It's almost like they're almost holding on. They want to they want to be able to let go of the past. There's also another message coming through, like maybe there's a part of them that actually wants to dive into this connection a lot more. They want to, bond to you a lot more. I'm feeling them like kind of pushing you away, both in the physical world and energetically, and it's due out of fear. It's coming from a space of fear because of some experiences that either they've had with you or just they've had in the past with other people. They got trust issues, all right, you guys. They do have a fear that maybe after they get to know you, or they have a fear that maybe after you get to know them, that you might get bored, you might lose interest, you might leave them for someone else. They might have an abandonment wound, that they still might need to heal from. Because at the very end of this, we have wedding rings. It says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. These are things that they want, right? And they're afraid to go after those things. Your person might be running from a tendency to be codependent on your energy, or just, energy of the people that they get romantically, tied to. With addiction here. We do have addiction and then heartbroken. So heartbroken says deeply hurt, sad, separation. But what's actually pointing out to me is grieving and mourning and feeling loss. What they want to do is they want to heal from the past. They don't want to be haunted by the past anymore. And it's like, this has to do with what it has to do with you and your connection. It's like they're either wanting to trust that they'll be safe entering into this bond and this connection with you, and that the two of you will stay together and end up getting married, right? And or there's a part of them that almost wants this connection with you and you to heal them, right? They almost want you to prove to them that true love still exists, like it really is a real thing, right? Because they have doubts, they have issues, they may have been badly hurt and or burned by somebody in the past emotionally, okay? So, there's a part of them, they kind of go back and forth between wanting to settle down, wanting to get married, wanting to, do this for real with you, versus the other part of them that's like, no, I don't, I like being single. I like having things open-ended. I like being able to come and go as I please. And that is coming from a space of self-sabotage, right? It's one of those things where if I don't get too attached to pile one, then if pile one decides for whatever reason they don't want to be with me anymore, then it's not going to hurt as bad. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. So let's find out what actions are they more than likely going to take towards you. What actions are you more than likely to take towards pile one? The current energy that you're in, what actions are you more likely to take, most likely to take? We have mask. What actions are you more than likely to take? The current energy that you're in right now. I'll be honest, it just feels like more of the same. Whatever it is that they're needing to get off the fence when it comes to this connection, and it feels like what's keeping them on the fence is their fear of something that happened to them in the past, is a fear of that happening again with this connection, right? And so as long as they're, we do have a hand of cards and it says take a chance, risk. That is okay. So it is there. So they are leaning more towards taking the risk, and the risk would be whatever the North Node thing is, right? That they're not comfortable with, which would be committing, right? So they are leaning more towards committing. But that fear, that doubt is strong. Okay, because they haven't healed from it. They haven't processed the grief of, the grief, the pain, the disappointment, the shock, the fear, whatever. that came from their experience with whatever happened to them in the past. All right, you guys. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. If this has resonated so far, if you got from the reading what you came here for, do me a favor, make sure you are smashing the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Smash that subscribe button to become part of the family, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And yeah, let's see. Tell me more about mask. So mask says not showing true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending. Yeah. You know, more than likely what they're going to do, pile one, again, is just more of the same. Keeping you at arm's length, you know, keeping a lot of what they're thinking and feeling about you and towards this connection and what they're wanting, right? They are wanting something a lot more important. They want, you know, they want something a lot more, what's the word that wants to come out? I can't find the right word for the energy that I'm feeling. They definitely want something that's a lot more serious with you, right, in this connection. And that fear keeps them on the fence, right? Again, you know, they are leaning more towards taking the risk, but I just don't see them. It's not enough to where it actually knocks them on your side of the fence, right? And actually, I'll be honest, the fact that we do have player here showing up kind of like in their south node energy, it's a lot easier to knock them off of the fence on the other side, right? Where options are and stuff like that. But, you know, it's not that they want to be over there, you know. They are looking at the grass on your side of the fence as being greener, right? But they have trust issues. So they're like, yeah, I don't know. You know, anything to add about mask? They're being urged, very much so, to remove that mask and to and the fact that we have north node showing up, it's almost like you are part of their north node. Like, you know, their experience with you is part of them developing aspects of themselves that they came here to develop, right? And so they're actually being urged by their higher self, by their spirit guides, by the universe to hop the fence off on your side of the fence, right? To offer you something, because they've been withholding. Either they've been withholding an offer from you, or they've been rejecting offers that you've been making, but they are being heavily influenced, nudged energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally to, you know, stop refusing and to accept, you know, just the offer of this connection overall. Whether you have actually offered them anything in the 3D or not, it's like the connection itself is almost like a gift. It is. It's a gift and a blessing. There does feel to be something very fated and very destined, like the two of you agreed to have, you know, something very substantial. That's what I was trying to find earlier, the word substantial. They want something more substantial with you, and that's what you guys came here for. You made an agreement, right? So with North Node energy showing up, you, believe it or not, in this connection pile one for your person is actually very integral to your person's character development, their spiritual evolvement. They're here to, and you know, they could learn a lot from you, and they're supposed to learn a lot from you. It feels like this connection is supposed to be a lot more than what it is currently. Okay. Tell me more about date. You know, even though there's a mask, we do have date here. It says meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. Let me find out what direction that's going in. Because we also have cassette, which talks about outdated thinking. It's just things on replay, right? I'm not getting a lot of, again, your person still being on the fence. Dating could mean just keeping things light between the two of you. Tell me more about date for your action. Don't want to lose. That's 3. We got 3 of Pentacles working together. I'll be honest. Actually, I don't know. This is that fence energy again. Because we got the 3 of Pentacles, which can talk about third parties, right? Not necessarily romantic. But we also have the 5 of Cups, but then we also have the King of Pentacles. What does this got to do with pile 1 and what? Okay, coming back, trying to work things out with you. All right, okay, yeah. So this is kind of a heads up to you guys. You know, if you guys are in separation, it does look like they might be coming in for a reunion because we got the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that's them coming back. Trying to work things out with you here with the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe after a time of disappointment or feeling depressed, or you know, and then maybe possibly offering you something a little bit more, well, I'm not going to say a little bit, but a lot substantial, you know, with the King of Pentacles here. The caveat, though, is to be very careful because this may be something that you felt like you were being promised before and then they went back on it. So this is giving energies of your person, you know, kind of gearing themselves up and like, okay, I can do this with pile 1, I can do this, right? And then they jump on your side of the fence. And then something gets too real, right? And then they hop right back on the fence again. And so just that's giving you a heads up. That's more than likely going to happen again. They're going to come back. You know, you might even get some dates. You might even get some movement in the direction of like, oh, wow, we're really doing this, right? And then something happens where it gets too real again. And then they get right back on the fence again. All right, you guys. Pile 1. That was your reading. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys. Pile 2, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. This time we are tapping in to see what your person wants and what they are more than likely to do. So what are their intentions, and then what action or what's their next move more than likely going to be towards you and towards the connection, okay, you guys? So just keep in mind, it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something doesn't resonate, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. Comment below. We're not at that part yet, are we? If you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection and get a personalized reading, there are booking details in the description box below. I'm getting really distracted here, you guys. Really distracted. Yeah, personal readings, booking details in the description box below. I have a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are only $25. Let's see what is going on with your person's connection, because my focus is being hijacked as soon as I tap into it. Okay, so the overall energy of what it is they're wanting. So we have, and this might be why, I'm picking up on a lot of distraction, okay, in your person's energy. So what they're wanting, we have Sun. Okay, we got the Sun, and then we also have options. It feels like they just want to have fun, right? Option says difficult decision, exploring possibilities, fear of choosing wrong. The Sun says self-expression, vitality, ego, pride, energy. I mean, you know, the Sun can talk about, you know, it can talk about action, it can talk about amplification, it can talk about illumination, right? Because anything that's out in the sun or in the daylight, everything is exposed. So we'll find out what's going on with this energy here. Your person may want to go in a different direction than what they've been going in when it comes to this connection. We'll find out what direction that is, okay? The thing is, though, is they do have a fear of choosing wrong, right? So they might be feeling like they're in the, like at a crossroads, or what they're saying is they just want to be happy. That's what they want. Overall, they just want to be happy. And so there's something, they're feeling like they're needing to make a decision. There's some kind of a choice they're needing to make. They may have been feeling like they're at a crossroads. There's a path that with you on it versus maybe some other paths that don't. And, you know, what they're wanting is they're wanting kind of like, I'm hearing they're wanting a clear vision of the future. They're having a hard time choosing a path because they're afraid of choosing wrong, okay? So let's find out. What are you wanting from pile 2, please? What do you want from pile 2 in this connection? They're definitely not wanting anyone to get hurt with the sun here. They just want just fun, you know, feel good feelings, you know. Let's get one more shuffle. What do you want from pile 2 in the connection? What do you want with pile 2 in the connection? Okay, and this did come out on the side, so both of these actually apply. So it says, I feel so good when I'm with you on one side, and then the other side says, I can still feel the pain. Let's get 2 more. What do you want from pile 2 in the connection? For those of you where you have a past with your person where there was a lot of pain inflicted in this connection, or, you know, grief, loss, tears, pain, disappointment, it's almost like your person is wishing what they want is they want to be able to have like some kind of a reset button. You know, they want a clean slate when it comes to this connection. This might be why they feel like they're at a crossroads, because what they're wanting, they just want to be happy, right? There's an acknowledgement that, you know, that's coming through with this for some of you, where wishing maybe they could go back in time, or this, you know, y'all could go back in time and different things would have been done and different things would have been said, like whatever may have caused pain or inflicted pain in this connection, going back in time to not do those things, right? But they're acknowledging that that just cannot be done. You know, the past happened, it can't be changed, and it's like, you know, unless someone is able to forgive and forget, right, to some degree, then it's like, you know, which that's what would be required to move forward in this connection for a clean slate, right? But there's also this understanding and realization, like, that's more than likely not gonna happen, you know, but that's what they want. Like, if there was the ability to do that, they'd be like, if I could wave a magic wand, you know, we could just restore that slate so that it's, you know, in mint condition and it's, you know, sparkly and clean, and that's what they want, but they're not able to do that, right? And so there's almost this understanding where your person is at with you in this connection, pile 2, that it might be best for you and for them to go your separate ways, right? But they're still having a hard time doing that. Let's get 2 more. What do you want with pile? Oh, both of these. Okay. So on one side it says, can't get you off my mind, and then it says, someone else has my attention. Yeah. Okay, because we're talking about what they want. Okay, so this is very indicative of their overall energy. Let's get 1 more. Okay, so they do want to explain this to you, because it says, you know, what they're wanting. It says, I'll explain everything soon, I promise. And the fact that we have nothing but drama showing up at the back of the deck as, like, you know, what they're wanting, it's like they know that there's probably going to be drama when they reach out, but it's like they're willing to face it. So they feel like maybe they owe you an explanation, and they're wanting to give you one, okay? They're wanting to explain everything to you. but they are very, you know, they're double-minded when it comes to you in this connection. There's a big part of them that wants to hold on and move forward in this connection with you, and the two of you end up happily ever after together. But then there's the more logical part of them that understand and realizes that maybe there has been too much damage done to this connection, and maybe that isn't just possible. Because in order to do that, it may very well be, you know, whomever felt the pain that was inflicted, you know, whoever the quote unquote the victim was, right? That person has to be able to basically not just forgive, but maybe forget, right? Or at least forgive to the point where there's no more suspicion. You know, treat the person and the connection as if the past never happened. So yeah, there is a degree of, you know, quote unquote forgetting, but like the logical side though of your person is like, that's not going to happen, right? And so whoever the perpetrator was, whether it was them or you, okay, if your person could wave a magic wand though, you know, whether it's on you or it's on them, it's like if they had the ability to forget and to forgive, they would. Or if they had the ability for you to forgive and to forget, they would, because they prefer to move forward with you. And they're like, that's probably not going to happen. That'll never happen, right? They're just being really realistic with things. So let's find out more about, we'll put these back in the upright position. We've already talked about that. Okay, what do you want? Tell me more about what you want from pile 1, or pile 2, sorry, pile 2 in this. What do you want with pile 2? What do you want? This is interesting. Back of the deck is butterfly. Yeah, there's that we got transformation energy here twice, but the thing that's kind of catching me off guard is that so at the bottom of the deck we have the butterfly, which the butterfly can represent the prettier side of transformation, right? But then we also have lightning here. But lightning came out with lightning, palm tree, and axe. Okay? You know, like lightning struck and hit the ground, and it kind of stimulated the growth of a beautiful palm tree. And the palm tree always represents like stability and flexibility and, you know, very rooted and grounded and not going anywhere. But, you know, someone came with an axe and just tore it down, right? There's a lot of things that this can talk about. It's almost, you know, with camera here, we have reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past. They definitely want to learn from the past, and they are. I feel like they are learning from the past. We also have making more memories, right? And so, like, again, if your person could wave a magic wand, they would continue down the path with you and make more memories with you, right? But there's this, again, there's this pervasive cloud or an energy, you know, memories, like negative memories of the past that are kind of hanging over that path as they look at it. Like, I want things to be clear with pile 2. I want pile 2 to trust me. I want to be able to trust pile 2. And your person feeling like, you know, again, that's just more than likely not going to happen, you know. So I am going to say, and we'll find out, we're going to find out next what's going on, like what they're actually more than likely going to do. But I'm already picking up in their energy pile 2. Unless there's a miracle that happens where, you know, all can be forgiven and forgotten in this connection, your person is more than likely going to head down a different path that doesn't have you in it, okay? Tell me more about lightning, palm tree, and axe for what you want. Oh, this says stop the pattern. Yeah, with axe. Three of Swords, they want healing, but it's in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse is healing. They just want to heal. They just want to be happy. They just want to heal. They want to, you know, or they just want healing when it comes to you in this connection, you know, regardless who might needs it. That's what they want. You know, they want happiness, they want healing, and this feels like it's not only for them, but also for you, regardless of what role you may have played in, you know, this separation or the breakup, okay? Because I feel like I'm speaking, it feels split in this pile. Some of you may have been the ones, you know, that caused the pain, and then, of course, there's going to be those of you where your person caused the pain to you, okay? That's why I'm speaking in more generalized terms here, because I can feel both energies tuning in, okay? With Two of Wands showing up at the back of the deck, though, as back of the deck energy, this does kind of feel like your person hanging back a little bit and seeing how things kind of pan out on their own. They haven't, you know, Two of Wands can talk about needing to make a decision, but this, I am picking up on their energy of they're still kind of hanging back. They haven't actually made a definitive choice yet. They kind of have an idea of where they're concerned, where they're more than likely the path they're going to go down. And it, you know, if I'm being honest, it's the path that doesn't have you on it, but they haven't committed to that yet. They're still kind of hanging back and seeing, you know, how you handle things or how you show up. And again, that might be why we have fear of choosing wrong, having a difficult decision to make. And so, you know, they're kind of holding off a little bit longer because they don't want to go down a different path without you in it, right? And so they're like, okay, before I do that, let me just see if, you know, they're leaving space for a miracle to happen. That's what it feels like, okay? All right, let's move into now, what action are they more than likely to take? If this is resonating so far, you guys, if you got from this reading what you came here for, take a minute, if you would. Smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 2's person. What action are you more than likely to take? Well, there's talking. Yeah, I can see that because it says here they want to reach out and they want to explain everything. So yeah, you are going to be hearing from this person probably really soon, pile 2, about all of this. You know, what they're thinking and how they're feeling. You know, there might be a conversation about, you know, is there anything left here to salvage? Because your person is wanting to. They, you know, again, they don't necessarily want to go down the path that doesn't have you on it. And they're almost feeling hopeless when it comes to the path with you on it, right? So, but yeah, and that might be part of their decision-making process too. They're definitely wanting to talk to you about it. Now let's get 2 more. The actions you're more than likely to take towards pile 2, please. Not enough. Give me 1 more. We got self-sabotage with not enough here. So we got talking, not enough, the sword, and the rose. And then we got sunglasses at the back of the deck. It says watching, looking, stalking down. Yeah, this is them possibly, you know, just kind of keeping an eye on you and on things via social media somehow, some way, okay? Or, you know what's coming through that song, and I don't know it because I don't think I've ever listened to it from start to finish, but it's a song from Lady Gaga, and a part that I do remember is her saying something like, I have a million reasons to leave, or I have a million reasons to go, but just give me one good reason to stay. Because it's like, that's how your person feels. It's like, you know, and again, apply that as you see fit. Both of you could be in that energy. It's like, you know, someone here feels like they have a million reasons to go. It's just like, but they're like, but I want to stay. Just give me one good reason to stay, right? And That's where your person is at. It's like there's a logical part of them that's like, it's over, let's wrap it up, let's go down this other direction, let's go meet someone else, let's go distract ourselves and try to get our minds off of try to get my mind off pile 2. But then there's that part of them, that loves you, right? That is still connected and bonded and feels attached to you. That's like wishing and hoping for a miracle, that, they get that one good reason, that whatever that is, that pushes them almost, forces them almost down the path with you on it. That forces, the clouds to part. That forces the hard feelings, to go away, or the bad memories to, not feel so bad anymore. But you see what I'm saying? I kind of feel, I'll be honest, I feel almost sorry for your person, because it's almost like they're feeling like they're needing to force themselves to go down a path they don't really want to go down, without you, that path that didn't have you on it. Let's find out what's going on with not enough. Between talking and the Sword and the Rose, I do feel like that is indicative of a very clarifying conversation. You guys are definitely going to be getting together in some capacity to talk about the direction of this connection. But the overall energy that's coming through of what's going to be happening is like it's not enough, right? Realizing that maybe what it is that you guys are needing to continue, it's like you guys can't find that one reason to stay. That's what it feels like, right? Tell me more about not enough, or just tell me more. Give me an overall energy about your next action. What your next action is more than likely to be. The right thing, what they feel the right thing is to do. Their next action, they feel, is going to be very fair and well thought out. They're still going to feel a little bit, I'm hearing jealous. And then we do have jealousy coming out here too, because we got the Knight of Swords. Oh, no, that's the Knight of Wands coming out in the reverse. I thought that was the Knight of Swords at first. It's the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, and then I heard jealousy. Your person does not necessarily want to see you with anybody else. That's one of the reasons why they're having a really difficult time. They want to be the ones that make you happy. But it feels like maybe despite that, again, with the Sun here, that's happiness, that's joy, that's, and your person wants to be the one to do that for you. But that could also talk about like the next action they're going to take could make you feel jealous. Okay, that's a heads up for some of you. Could either make you feel jealous or someone. There's, but we're talking about their next actions. There's jealousy in here somewhere. There's fear and ego issues in here somewhere. And in spite of that, and that might be what they're saying, in spite of them feeling jealous and not wanting to see you happy with someone else, it's like they're still going to try and do the right thing, right? And the right thing would be like, if that's genuinely the deal, it's like if pile 2 can't forgive me for what I did, or if I can't forgive pile 2 for what they did, it's best for both of us to move on, go our separate ways, that kind of a thing. But yeah, so pile 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. This time we're tapping in to find out what your person wants and the next move or the action they are more than likely to take. Okay, so what are their intentions versus their actions? Okay, so keep in mind, pile 3, it's a general reading, so Whatever resonates, take it, claim it, run with it. If something doesn't resonate, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. All the booking details are in the description box below. There's a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are $25 USD, so go check them out. All right, you guys. So pile 3, you guys were drawn into the Labradorite Kitty. Let's find out your person's overall energy about what they're wanting. Ooh, definitely wanting balance. Okay, so we got Virgo energy here, and then we also have mutual feelings. So mutual feelings, your feelings are mutual, equal give and take and compromise, okay? So it feels like what your person is wanting from you and from the connection pile 3 is to get on the same page about something, okay? And I just heard maybe something about pacing with the connection as well. With Virgo here, it says helpful, organized, modest, detailed, analytical. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They want, yeah, there's kind of a side note about balance here, but there's more. What they want is they want to get on the same page about something. Okay, we'll find out more. We'll find out what that is. If you hear chatter in the background, there's a nurse here to see my madre, who I am a caretaker for. Let's see, we got mutual feelings. Let's get their overall, let's see. They might want to compromise on something. I don't know, pile 3, if you put your foot down about something, if you drew a very hard, if you're standing on, you know, business, or you drew a very hard line in the sand, they might want to try to get together with you to figure out a way to maybe compromise about something, okay? Heavy on the getting on the same page. Let's see, pile 3's person. What do you want with pile 3 in this connection? One more shuffle. I'm hearing with the message coming through with the Virgo too is they're wanting to get very clear about something. Okay, they might want to get very clear about their intentions, what they intend. Okay, there's something that they're wanting you to understand about. Yeah, okay, we'll find out. What do you want from pile 3 in the connection? Haunted by the past. They might want to talk about the past, all right, you guys? What do you want from pile 3 in the connection? I keep wanting to call you pile 2, and it could just be because I literally just finished pile 2. I refused. Okay, let me one more. Okay, so this could, the energy that's coming through, and this could just, because it's your person's energy, is coming through very blunt, clear, and to the point. Literally, with I refuse to fall in love and catch feelings, your person is, what they're saying is what they want to do is they want to get together with you and discuss something. Try to find a way to get on the same page about something, and what they're not wanting is they don't want you to get in your feelings about it. It's like, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's like they're wanting you to be able to look at things very analytically, very logically. It's like step out of your emotions, pile 3, when we're going to talk about this. We'll find out. And this could be them also saying like they refuse to get in their feelings about it. So there might be a bit of a heated conversation that maybe your person knows that the two of you are they're wanting to it feels like it might be confrontational, or it could take on that that energy, and they're not necessarily wanting it to be. And so there's like, okay, we need to have a serious talk, pile 3, right? I'm not going to get in my feelings about it. You don't get in your feelings about it. Let's see if we can reach a compromise. Let's see if we can find a middle ground. Let's see if we can get on the same page, right? And it's taken on like, let's see if we can work together on, you know, a solution that benefits us both. It's that kind of an energy. But your person is coming through in a very matter-of-fact, analytical, no bullshit, you know, stay out of your feelings about it. I'm going to stay out of my feelings about it. you know, let's not get riled up. Let's look at things clearly, right? Clearly. Let's get one more. One more. What do you want from pile 3 in this connection? They don't want any drama. No drama. They don't want no drama. Yeah, so that's what they want. They want to talk to you. All right, but it's more than just a talk. It's like it feels serious. And then it says at the bottom of the deck, remembering and focusing on the good times. They don't want to argue with you, okay? They may be coming from a space of like, you know, if we argue, we're not gonna handle anything. We're not gonna come to terms with anything. It's like we need to get together, have an adult conversation and figure this thing out, right? That's what they're wanting with you in the connection. They want to figure, quote unquote, this thing out. There is nothing coming through in this about their feelings. Okay, what do you want from pile 3 in this connection? A middle ground. That's what they keep saying. I want to find middle ground. Something that works for both of you. There's talking. Yeah, they definitely want to talk. They're definitely there's a sword in the rose. They're definitely, I'm telling you, you might, if you were drawn to pile 2, definitely go check that out, because there's a lot of the same energies and messages coming through here. Talking and the sword in the rose came out, so did nothing but drama. I can't remember if Haunted by the Past did. No, that wasn't in pile 2. Let's get one more. What do you want from pile 3? Healing heart. Yeah. That's what they're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out, like, okay, how can we heal this, and what's the best action or move to take? All right. And I will say, it feels like maybe the action they're going to more than likely take is going to be largely dependent upon how this conversation between the two of you goes. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, and this was bottom of the deck energy for pile 2 as well. I'm telling you guys, go check out pile 2, because this feels like an extension of that. All right. This is relationship evolving. That feels like that's what they want. They want something to evolve. Maybe the two of you have been stuck in some kind of a holding pattern, or just stuck in general. And it's like, okay, we got to figure something out, because this isn't working. Right? It says relationship evolving to the next. Okay. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And then we got healing heart here. I keep hearing them saying, we got to figure this out. We got to come to terms. We got to figure, you know, we got to get on the same page somehow. Healing heart says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. The sword in the rose says clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity. Yeah, they really, that's it. It's like solidarity. Like, they're not trying to argue with you. They're not trying to be at odds with you. They're not trying to get under your skin or make you mad or make your life. They're nothing like that at all. It's like, how can we work together? How can we get along? How can we make this work? Because they really do. They want to make this work with you, right? They're almost expecting, though, like some blowback from you for some reason. They're almost expecting you to kind of be on guard and be on the defense and argue every single point they're going to make. And it's like, can we be level-headed about this? Like, really, right? That's kind of where they're coming from. Not kind of, that is where they're coming from. All right, let's find out what they're more than likely to do. Yeah, see, this wasn't even a very long reading compared to the other two, because your person is just coming through in very matter-of-fact energy, right? Matter of fact. Okay. Let's see if you guys got from this reading what you came here for. Make sure you can take a minute, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. It's a great way to show your appreciation. Let me know that you picked this pile in the comment section. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button, as well as a notification bell, so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Okay, you guys. All right, pile 3's person. What action are you more than likely to take? What action are you more than likely? Oh, wow. We got not enough. The sword and the rose. And these two came out as well for the actions in pile 2. I'm telling you, y'all need to go watch pile 2. All right, this reading is an extension of that. What next action are you going to take? What they're not going to do, you guys, is they're not going to repeat. There's sunglasses. That came out too. Holy crap. This is so crazy. That came out in pile 2 as well. Here as bottom of the deck energy. This is nuts. Okay. Yeah. Pile 2 is also your guys' reading. It goes more in depth though. This is an extension of pile 2's reading. They're done repeating patterns. Karmic patterns is what that feels like, because we got karmic relationship here, but it's showing up in the reverse, and we're talking about their actions. And so what they're saying is, as far as their actions go, their next move is they're not going to be making the same mistakes again. They're not. And they're not going to be taking any action unless they're very clear that it's going to be action that's going to move them forward, whether or not that means with you or without you, right? And so really it kind of feels like, again, like I was saying, the action that they're more than likely to take, they're not going to take any action yet until you guys have had this conversation. But I can tell you from the energy that I'm tapping into, they don't want drama, right? They don't want any more drama. And if the two of you cannot get on the same, I was going to say the same page, but pace. There's something about pacing. Pacing. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, what pacing means when it comes to like a relationship. So there may be something that the two of you cannot get on the same page when it comes to pacing with this connection. And so that could be, for an example, maybe, you're like, if we're going to get together and work this out, then, we're going to like just go straight to dating exclusively, moving in together, whatever, right? And they're like, no, I'm not ready for that. That's what I mean by pacing. It's like, one of you wants to move the relationship forward in a pace that is not what the other person is wanting, like at a, what do they call that? At a speed at which the other person is ready. And so there might be something about pacing here where the two of you are butting heads. Like maybe you're wanting to move in and get married and be exclusive like right away. And they're like, hold on, I'm not ready for that yet. Okay. So that might be ultra specific, but it came through for this one. Was it this one that it came up? Because pacing has come up. I can't remember if it was this one prior to now or if it was pile 2. I can't remember. Okay. When I'm channeling you guys, yeah, it must activate the part of my brain that doesn't, deal with a lot of short-term memory, because I can't remember if pacing came up. It may have come up for this one in the beginning. Anyway, yeah, so as far as your person's concerned, like the action that they're more than likely to take, definitely they're going to be reaching out to have some kind of a very clarifying come to Jesus. It's going to be one of those conversations like, if we cannot get on the same page about something, if we can't agree to something, if we can't agree to terms that are mutually where they benefit both of us, then it's almost like, then it's like they're going to figure out what their next step is going to be. And honestly, the energy that your person is in right now, if you cannot agree, then they're going to choose the path that doesn't have you on it. Okay. I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up with that. With sunglasses at the bottom of the deck, they're watching. They might be watching your social media, trying to get an idea like where you're at, like mentally when it comes to this connection. So just giving you guys a heads up. If you're posting things on social media, or, if you've been talking to your friends or mutual acquaintances, and talking out against, like maybe like sending like messages against the connection, right? They're picking up on that. Not only are they picking up on that, they're clocking it, okay? Almost like they're clocking it against you. Now, if you're sharing things that are like, about healing and letting things go and moving forward and just whatever, they're clocking that too. But what they're doing is they're trying to figure out where you're at mentally and emotionally and maybe even healing wise. Like, are you in a space to forgive and forget and move on? Are you in a space to, leave the past behind you, leave hard feelings behind you, and get on the same page and work things out? Or are you gonna combat it and fight them at every move, right? I'm just giving you guys a heads up. All right, pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys.